As we move from the festivities of Christmas to the promises of a new year, the challenge of staying sober can feel overwhelming.
Our societal norms, our culture says that when we celebrate, we drink.
Christine Wright is the co-founder of Four Truths Recovery in Roanoke and knows the challenge of recovery all too well.
I've been on this journey of learning, recovery, healing, all of the above for 8 years, and every holiday looks a little different. Some of them are really exciting, some of them are really stressful.
Wright tells me the week between Christmas and New Year's, there's a lot of societal pressure.
Can either pose a really big threat to someone's recovery with the guilt and shame or lack of connection that someone may have.
But choosing the path to recovery can bring up negative feelings.
Guilt over our actions, guilt over broken relationships, ways that we've hurt our loved ones.
And recovery looks different for everyone, which is why Wright tells me being honest with yourself and your loved ones is crucial.
Having their support system on standby if something comes up and they get uncomfortable, but also just advocating for themselves.
It also means realizing that our loved ones aren't facing the same challenges.
We may have been through some form of treatment or have a recovery program that we follow. We can't then necessarily expect behaviors or actions or thoughts of other people to change.
And while it can be a challenge, Wright says working through recovery is worth celebrating.
When you're in active addiction, that's one of the worst parts is you are a slave to that substance and you're not in control of deciding these things. And there's a certain freedom in recovery of now I'm in control.
And Wright has actually made it her life's work to help people on their path to recovery. Four Truths opened a recovery house back in May, and there people live on that path together and they support each other.
That's incredible. So how does being in that kind of environment help with recovery during this time of year?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Wright tells me that sometimes people don't have the support of their loved ones. So these people that they're walking alongside of really become their family, and it allows them to have somebody who understands and can really hold them accountable. And I actually went to the grand opening of this house back in May. It's very, very neat. It's like a traditional house, but you do have all of these people in recovery that live together. There's like a house manager. Suzanne Youngkin, Glenn Youngkin's wife, she was there at the grand opening as part of her initiative. So it's just a really cool place.
That's a wonderful resource to have here in our community.
Yeah, and it's like a first of its kind in our community as well. So that was and I know they have really big plans for the future as well.
Wonderful. All right, well, thank you so much, Abby.
Thank you.